Then I joined the newspaper where
Okay.
where I
Which
used to do.
newspaper?
There
Which
is
newspaper, sir?
Bleeds newspaper that or I don't know whether you know or not. But in Bombay there was a very good newspaper which is called Bleeds, and they had a Bleeds magazine also. So that newspaper I joined. So I used to do uh, layout, the page making layout and all that to earn money, because that was also was
Which
interesting.
year, sir? Yeah, which year?
80, 1980.
80. Okay.
So that time, one year I earned little money. Then I came to know that there are some scholarship, because when I was in Baroda, mostly the Baroda student, they used to know, they come to know that there are many foreign scholarships are there. So many Baroda students, they used to apply and they used to get the scholarship, and they used to go abroad and all that. So when I came back to Mumbai, always my eyes was there, that I must also look for the some foreign scholarship, and I should try my luck, that.
Yes.
No, but I believed my hard working, that if I work hard, definitely I'll get it. It's not so difficult that others they are getting, and I can't get. It's not like that. If you have confidence within yourself, you can also get it. That's how when I came to again to Mumbai, again I joined the teachers training course in Jesus School of Art. That course, it is good, but I did that course also. 1 year course was a teachers, and while doing that one, at the same time evening I used to work in the newspaper. I used to do this teaching teachers training course. So both I used to do. So while doing that one, I came to know about this French government scholarship, applied for that. They called me for the interview. I just dashed. I knew I I may not get it, because others to all over India, students are coming for the interview. They will get it, but I don't think so. I'll be able to. But I said that let's see. As usual, no. I dash it. I said that let me try. So I tried. So that time I was staying in Lalit Kala guest house, and after interview, I came back to the guest house, and the teacher, the expert teacher from Shantiniketan, his name is Ajit Chakravarti. He is a sculptor, I think. He's a sculptor. So he was also staying in same guest house. There was for the professors there was a guest house. He was staying there. So he saw me. Then he recognized me. This is the boy which came for the interview, and I liked his work and I selected him. Then he came and he told me,
Wow.
I liked your work. I have recommended your name, but let us see what happens.
Okay.
But I have recommended your name. Then I was happy, but still I didn't believe. I said that maybe he must have recommended, but till I get the scholarship in my hand, I can't rely. So came back to Mumbai. After someone got the letter that I am selected for the French government scholarship, then I said, "Wow, that is something great. That is my hard working. It helped me somewhere to get this one." So after getting that, I said that now let us see further procedure. Then all the winning artists, they some other students also, like mathematics, science, and geography. All of them they called to Delhi for learning French language. So they called us. I went there. Again, stayed in Lalit Kala guest house, and I used to attend the French language classes at the Alliance Française. Then whole day we used to learn the French. So,
It
but
was difficult for you?
it
It
was
was
difficult. It
difficult?
was difficult because my English was not so good. Still it's not good. Uh, that time it was very poor, so to read and write it was difficult. I had a hard time. Even the other other student also, they had a hard time. But I had more hard time to learn French language. But anyhow, I managed little bit. Then we finished 3 months language course. Then they said that on 10th or 1st October or 31st September, maybe something like that. That you have to, ticket came. Now you have to reach to Paris on 1st October or 2nd October. So before going, I prepared because there were some official things, to prepare to give documents to the French embassy. We fulfilled that one, and then the day I sat in the flight, the day I went to the airport, till I go inside, I was still I was not not believing myself that I'll go. Then when I went inside the flight, sat inside, then I realized really now I am going, I am flying. So before going to the airport, because of some work, I was very tired. As soon as I sat in the flight, I looked at around the people, saw some people they approach us. So I used to look younger, no. So this young boy, where he is going, everybody had a curiosity. So they came and they asked, "Where are you going?" And then I said, "Paris." "What for?" "To study uh, drawing and painting." And then one of the doctor, he came and he used to work in UK, London. And then he said that yeah, the Paris is very beautiful. It's full of art. It's like a treasure of art. You are going in the right place to study. He was happy. He used to chit chat for some time. Then by chance, there was one girl. She saw me and she came running to me. And then she said, I didn't recognize her. She said, you are Vilas Shinde. I said, yes. I was in JJ School of Art. I used to see in JJ School of Art. She was going to USA because to some family connection was there in USA. She was going. So then we chit chat for some time. Then she asked, "What for you are going?" Same thing I replied to her. Then she was happy. Then at least one of my colleagues going to study abroad. She was happy. Then by that time it became midnight. Then I was tired. I felt sleepy, and then after eating, I slept. And maybe around 6 o'clock, the flight when it reached nearby Paris, they announced. Then I woke up and Paris is by maybe half an hour. You'll be landing in Paris. Then I was excited, I must see, how the Paris it looks from the flight. But because of dark, I couldn't see anything outside. So as soon as I got up at the airport, now I don't know what to do and where to go. But somebody told me that somebody will be there at the airport to guide you how to go, where to go. So I went to the information counter, asked them. They explained me. I went outside the airport and I saw the sunrise. Then it was beautiful. That time, very bright sun was there. I was very happy to look at the sun. For sometimes I looked at the sunrise, and then after sometimes I said, now I have to really try to adjust myself and to go myself to Paris and to my residency, where already I had booked, because Delhi, some students know, they knew how to book in advance the residence and how to go and all that. They guide little bit, but as I was new for everything. They had the metro system, bus number, all this. So it was new for me. Anyhow, I managed. Took a metro. Somebody explained me, and by metro I came to the Paris. That metro station name I forgot. So I got at that metro station, and as a little bit I knew that you have to take taxi and go to the office. So from there I took a taxi, asked for the taxi, and went to the office. Then office they guided to go to my residency, and then that's how I managed myself to go to residency. Then I was little relaxed. Then the other student who were in Delhi with me, they were also they were also there in the same residency. So in the evening I met them, and then I felt comfortable. At least some are there, somebody is there. So going to market, going to shop, all that, if you don't know the French, you don't know how to ask when you want to buy something. And so first one day I took somebody who knew little better French. So she guided me. She was a teacher actually. She was teaching me French language in Delhi. So she had come for doing some PhD or some research work in French language. So she guided me. Then that's how one day I managed to buy something, eatable things, milk and water and all that. So that's how it was comfortable first day. Then the second day I have to manage myself. So go to the market, just look at that fruit or vegetable which I want to buy. Look at that only and price and buy. That's all. Don't know the names, because many vegetables names we don't know. So that's how somewhere I started managing myself. Now in India, we also have supermarket where you get everything like that. Not that time, 1981. That time in Paris, they were supermarkets. So we used to go and buy whatever we want to buy and go to the counter, show it to them, and then they will punch the price and they will ask the money, and then I used to pay the money and then go. Like that, no, every day then we started managing that way only. But sometimes some like the vessels or something like a spoon or something like boiling the tea, those kind of things. The vessel's name in French we didn't know, or how to how
How
to.
you managed? How
So
you managed?
then we were drawing expert. We were artists. We knew know that just immediately we used to draw that picture of that vessel or that teapot, and then oh, that one teapot. Then they used to understand like that, and then they used to show us, and then I used to buy like that. So that our drawing, it helped us a lot. Any object, anything we want, just draw the picture. They used to show us immediately. So that was very good. But they say the drawing student or drawing artist, anywhere in the world he goes, without language, he can manage very well, much better than anybody else, because he knows how to draw immediately the drawing of that object. So that's how it was helping me a lot, there in Paris. Then like that, then after 2 days, I went to the École des Beaux-Arts. the college where the old masters, they studied even from the Michelangelo and the great artists, even the Van Gogh and Cezanne and all those people, they studied there, so I was very proud to go that kind of college that, where I used to see only plates in the book of those artists,
Yes.
but I am going actually to that college to study, to work, to study, and do some experimental work. So I was very proud to go there. So went there proudly, met my teacher. So I spoke broken French. Then he understood. He knew the English. So sometimes English, sometimes French. He talked to me, and my class started. So then I used to see many students from Japan, from Italy, from America, from Greek. All international students were there, and some of them they knew the English. Many of them they knew English, but student like from Japan, they didn't know English. They knew only French. They studied the French language properly, and they came there. Greek students also they studied French, but Americans and like UK, the Italy, some student, the Italian also they didn't know much English. But the Americans, I felt comfortable with them, so I used to talk with them and work in the class, in the college.
So you did printmaking there.
Uh, there also I did painting only, not print. Printmaking in the evening I did. In the college,
Okay.
daytime I used to study painting, and in the evening after 3 o'clock, our college it was up to 1 o'clock, eight to 1, like
Okay.
that, 3 hours or 4 hours. After that, I used to go Atelier 17, that is a printmaking studio. So in the evening, I used to work there in the printmaking studio. Like that, till 7 o'clock, I used to work there. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Like that, no, the whole day I was busy for working only, doing painting, going visiting museums, galleries, Louvre Museum. Many times we used to see, because as a student, no, it was free, that Louvre Museum to see, and sometimes I used to go there and do some sketching also. So I was very thrilled to see the Mona Lisa, then Leonardo Vinci, then Monet, Manet, then Cezanne, and then Van Gogh. All this painting, looking at those painting, no, I was very thrilled to see the original painting. So I used to see hours together those work. So I was very happy. That's
Hmm.
how my whole year it went all the time busy. From morning till evening, and for the lunch and for the dinner we had. They were restaurants for the students in a reasonable price. So I used to eat lunch in the student restaurant, dinner also in the student restaurant. Breakfast I used to manage the milk and bread and all that. So that is how it was wonderful time. It was a great time, to see the Paris, daytime, in the evening time, night time also. Sometimes till 4 o'clock in the night, 2 o'clock in the night, we used to walk on the street. And that time the metro, it was last metro, it was 1 o'clock. So if we miss them, then whole till 4 o'clock we used to walk and up to the residence. So it was, and it was safe. Anytime, anywhere you could go. No problem. All the security and police were there, so it was very safe. We never felt scared to walk on the street in the dark, and there in the and mostly the Paris. They say that night time is the life in the Paris. People used to go to cafe, chit chat hours together, till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the night. That's why all the time, whole night, Paris was alive, Daytime people used to sleep, but the night time always they used to go to cafe and chit chat,
Enjoy.
enjoy the life. So it was very good.
कोई सीनियर आर्टिस्ट था उस टाइम पेरिस में, सीनियर इंडियन आर्टिस्ट?
Senior Indian artists, about that time I met Raza, then Vishwanathan and Akitam Narayanan. These three artists, I met them. So that time Raza was known to many people. Then Shakti Varman also was there. I met him also there. So they were senior artists. Sometimes I went to Raza's studio also to see work. He called me, and in printmaking studio where I was working until age 17, there the Krishna Reddy used to come and work there. So I met him there. Always we used to have lunch together. We used to have chit chat together, have coffee together, tea together. I used to see how he worked. Then he used to talk about the etching. I learned beat up things, some many techniques, how you do and like that. I never, my technique is little, maybe you, after seeing my graphic, you may feel closer to Krishna Reddy, but little, I did Krishna Reddy did a different procedure, exactly reverse procedure I did in etching. So where he engraves the lines, that that line opposite way I used to do. Instead of engraving line, I used to make that line come up. That's how the reverse process I did. But mm, after finishing my print, it looks nearer to Krishna Reddy. That's how among the senior artists I met them, and I had a good time. Some Krishna Reddy invited me to his house also. He had one house in Paris, one house in New York. So he invited me. I went there. So it was good. So we had a lunch together in his house. So then he said that if you get a chance to come to New York, come to my studio. Like that, he gave address and everything. So then during summer time, no, we had a holiday, 1 month. So I thought of that, I must utilize it. So I thought that I must go to New York to see, all the way came here, so I must see. So I went to New York. So I met him. I stayed in his house for almost 4 5 days. I stayed in his house. He took me to his college where he was teaching. He showed me his college, and then I saw how he was teaching, how he was giving demonstration to the students. I used to see that one. So it was good experience. And then I saw some museums and galleries, and I could see the New York. So I was happy to see that one. Then like that, no, I traveled bit. I went to London, then Amsterdam, to see the museums and galleries. So maximum, the time I utilize to see the museums and galleries and old masters paintings. So I could see the Rembrandt, I could see the Van Gogh Museum, I could see Rembrandt's etching press, his studio we could see. So it was great experience, to see all these things.
तो उसके बाद क्या हुआ सर?
Then after that, I in until age 17, I met Jinsuk. She was working there. She came from Korea, so we used to work together. Then we like each other's work. Then we started working together. Then she said that now how long we can live like that. Let us get married and go back to India. I was little reluctant to come back to Mumbai because I wanted to